a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gophers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And, Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can, but you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know your deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you...
There he goes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Duke! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Quarterback running on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps so you can run the ball right where they were at. That play had absolutely no chance of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Where championship windows open, close, opportunities like this require.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Falcons have a chance to have game-changing.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And here's a fumble way behind. He's into the open down the middle. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, groupers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Let's take a look at a player like this equipment in uniform in Madden 26.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Lofts one high indeed. Makes a catch down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the 3rd round.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now. This This is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Buffalo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll go back to work trying to get something going after a couple of punts the first 2 times they've had it. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Groupers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Now let's take a look at the rookies. Of course, you got to get the number 1 overall.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
As we move on to Jackson Dart here, he's another one that is really looking on point here. Got the face looking right.
Looking for a gap. It's more. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
And again, the hair on the back of the helmet looking right. Over to the front, Emeka Ekwuka is in the game as well. Can give you a little 360 view of this right here. If you see you looking right. Savard Stewart of the Bengals is in the game as well here as we're going to spin him around. Got the hair looking right. So again, it's a little better job than the rookie play. I mean, this is here where you don't see like 5 or 6 weeks ahead of that.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
There, the defense open level is yet. They'll probably give him one of the first.
Just a little off. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the option. Running into the open space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Blue Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Takes the handoff. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Duke. Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Third and top. There you go.
That's it. Long from the 25. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Forced down in the pocket. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The groupers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Here's another great one. The Commanders have their alternate.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the groupers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within one.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
The Groupers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time it's complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over the Judicials. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Turning it on. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man quickly. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the groupers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the toss to the left. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Handoff from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the backs. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down on this defense.
And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might as well stick with him. Slithers into space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Castle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Blue Devils are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking down the middle. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to slam in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place.
Touchdown, Duke! The offense puts up 6 for that trip through the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Tries to do it himself on the draw. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Castle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the punishment has been extended.
defense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. You know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just...
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go on top on first down. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.